Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career, this time for the Italian Grand Prix at Imola over here for the first time. But before we get into it, why not head down below, like and subscribe. It does help out a lot, and let's get right into it. So here we go, it's my first time out at Imola in the Formula 1 2021 game. No practice whatsoever coming into this weekend, and I guess that is going to be quite apparent when you kind of see the qualifying and the race basically, as I was honestly fastest on my first lap. I didn't improve at all on my second lap, and then it actually started raining, so I couldn't improve anymore. I went out on the intermediates just to kind of get a feel of the track even more, but of course I'm not going to improve my time at all on the intermediates, as I was about, I think coming across the line about 9 seconds slower than my time over here. So it does look kind of laggy throughout this qualifying session, but it should look better during the race. I really have no clue what was going on with OBS during this quali, but it should be better quite soon. So we're actually being followed by a Ferrari over here, which I really do not like, so I can't really take my, like a proper racing line. I have to kind of defend in qualifying, which makes no sense, but I guess that the AI just aren't designed to kind of give you space, give enough space in front to you during qualifying. But we are going to get here. Luckily I did do a couple laps around here, of course in Assetto Corsa, but still it wasn't good enough to kind of get over here. The car actually felt really good, but I just didn't have enough chance to do anything over here. But Ricciardo on pole from Hamilton, Bottas, us in last place. Let's see what we can do during the race.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track here at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula 1 circuits as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope no one forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight of the circuit and its only DRS zone. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Norris, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Leclerc, Gasly, Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi, Vettel, Ocon, George Russell and Tsunoda, Latifi, Lundgaard, Mick Schumacher and Guan Yu Zhou, Perez, Mazepin, Delatraz and Red. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Okay, so here we are lined up in last place, about 4 seconds away from pole. I definitely could have gone faster, the car felt quite good, but I guess it's time for lights out and away we go. And of course, not really the best starts on this game. And of course I'm on the mediums as well, so that's not going to help at all. But yeah, still quite a weak start over here, losing about half a second already straight away. But of course, fingers are going to close up in the first couple of turns, as we're going to try and battle for position, of course, with our teammate, the Williams and the Haas, right at the back of the field, of course, over here, as we are still, well, quite weak, to be honest. We are the second slowest team behind pretty sure Williams and Alfa Romeo, and of course Haas being the slowest. There's a virtual safety car straight away, as you saw some like a front wing came off in front of us. I'm not really sure what happened over there, but virtual safety car ended just on the front straight over here onto lap 2. So we got a good run for Guan Yu Zhou over here and Mazepin in the Haas and Williams respectively, as they actually go wheel to wheel over there. And actually, well, not really me, but my teammate kind of goes into me. So Louis Teletraz over here is a little bit too optimistic into the first couple turns, and he kind of goes into me. I just followed my line. I did nothing wrong over there, but that actually makes me lose time to Guan Yu Zhou over there, and actually Mazepin gets some, I guess, some damage fighting with the Williams over there. And actually on lap 4 there's a virtual safety car, and this is the only thing that I could find that would kind of make a virtual safety car come out. So it is the Williams of Guan Yu Zhou going into the back of Schumacher, I'm pretty sure that was, and basically deleting his front wing out of existence. So another virtual safety car. That's already 2 within the first 5 laps. And there we go, on to lap 8, Leclerc pits, and we actually going to do a 1-stop like everyone else is. But I am going to go from mediums to hards, unlike everyone else, well, mostly everyone else. I'm pretty sure who's going to go from softs to hards, so not really sure if that's going to be an advantage for me, but I guess we are going to see further on during this race over here, as Hamilton overtakes me on lap 10, going on to lap 11, but we get DRS on him, so we are going to overtake him. And I kind of knew right at the start that starting from last place and going on a new track that I haven't practiced on this game at all, I knew that I wasn't going to be fast, or that I was going to be anywhere near close to the points, even if I did kind of just focus on my race entirely. So I did kind of have a little bit of fun over there racing Hamilton just a little bit. Of course it was literally just for a couple corners, but it was still something, as we see Perez actually spin out of the first corner over there. I'm pretty sure that was kind of weird, so I guess the AI kind of still learning this track as well, maybe. I'm not too sure what that was about. There was actually another spin earlier, I'm not really sure if I kept that in. But yeah, there was another spin for, I'm pretty sure it was an Alfa Romeo over there. I'm pretty sure it was Latifi, I'm not too sure. As on lap 12, me and Leclerc, the 2 red cars of the grid, go head to head into the turn that, of course, Yuki Tsunoda crashed out of qualifying during this year's Grand Prix over here. But luckily we don't crash out. The curbs over there are really dangerous though, so you've got to watch out for that. Yeah, Leclerc manages to get past, but we're going to do what we did to Hamilton, and we do have the Mercedes engine underneath our car, so we are really fast in a straight line, and we are going to overtake Leclerc. Again, he is in a faster car, way faster car. I'm not. I shouldn't really be fighting him, but it's probably one of the only fights that I'm going to have during this race, so why not just enjoy it, have some fun when we can, and but because we might not, you know, fight anyone else during the rest of this Grand Prix. I guess we're just going to have to see, as on lap 13 Leclerc does get past me, and I just don't have any pace to kind of respond with. As you can see, I try to defend, but he just goes around the outside, and I just do not have the grip on these worn out medium tyres, and just on kind of like my car, my downforce. It just wasn't worth fighting any further, as Max Verstappen is actually out of the race over here. So the 2 Red Bulls aren't having too good of a time, of course, with Perez spinning over there, and Max Verstappen out with some sort of mechanical problem, as Giovinazzi in the Alpine passes us for P7 on the road. But of course we still need to pit, which we are going to do this lap over here, as we can see right now, as we move up to P7 with a couple people pitting over there. And here we go, lap 16. We are going to pit in over here, 80 kilometers an hour, that is the speed limit over here. So we're going to activate the speed limiter, and we're going to go in, change onto the hard tyres, and I guess just see where we kind of come out and where we kind of finish the race. So we go in, change to the hard tyres. Not really the best of stops over there, 3 seconds. We definitely had some about 2 seconds, I'm pretty sure was our best, or maybe 2.1, I'm not really too sure. But, you know, it could have been worse, I guess. but it definitely could have been a little bit better. If it honestly was a little bit better, we could have come out just about a second and a half behind our teammate, which would have helped a lot with actually trying to catch him up. But as we see on lap 17, Guan Yu Zhou over here in the Williams out with another mechanical problem. I'm pretty sure in the exact same place where Max Verstappen DNF'd, but I'm not too sure about that. So I guess that corner not really too lucky for most drivers today, as on lap 18, right at the end, Perez overtakes us. And of course, we're going to do the same thing which we did with Lewis and Charles Leclerc. We're going to overtake Perez. We have the fast car in a straight line with this Mercedes engine, and of course with DRS and ERS as well. So we're going to overtake him for P16. Of course, he's going to probably overtake me soon enough, as he is in the much faster car. But as we can see over here, really simple, going around the outside and up to P16. But later on lap 19 over here, something happened that I wasn't really expecting. So I'm going into the corner, and suddenly I just spin around, and honestly I had no clue what happened at first, but I went into the replay and I saw this. Just Perez not really sure where he was going. There was a closing gap over there. I know that you should go for all gaps when they do exist, but that was very much a closing gap. I was going to hit that apex every single time, but Perez basically just spins me out, and that is going to lose me a lot of time to my teammate Louis Delatraz, which was, I was kind of giving myself like a target to at least catch up to him. At that point I was maybe 2-3 seconds away from him, and I was closing in slowly but surely, but now we are actually about 10 seconds away. Perez actually has to come in to change his front wing, and we get lapped by Lando Norris. So actually it was Ricciardo leading from Bottas over here, and we're going to have to let Norris through soon enough, as well, as we can see over here. So not really the best of races for us, getting lapped over here on lap 21 out of 32, and well, basically not really too much happened after that. A couple people pitting, so we get overtake them over there, but it was Sainz on a fresh set of softs, so not really too many chances to fight with a Ferrari on the fresh set of softs. Just so we are going to try and overtake him. I'm pretty sure we're actually going to overtake him on this straight over here, but the softs, I'm not really sure. I guess we're going to see what comes of it, but actually I'm kind of getting reminded that Sainz actually in a battle over here. I'm not really sure if it was this one, but soon enough he is going to sustain some front wing damage. Not really sure what it was, but this battle really was quite fun. But during this battle he does, I'm pretty sure, get some front wing damage, and he is going to pit for a fresh set of tyres and of course a new front wing, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to see that soon enough, I guess, as that was a really fun battle, to be honest. And here we see it from Carlos Sainz's point of view. Tried going down the inside, then had the outside, but yeah, we were basically wheel to wheel over there. And well, as you can see over here, I was going into the replay trying to see what happens over here, and he goes around the outside. I actually let off the brakes to get DRS over here down the main straight, so I can kind of continue on this battle and see how long we last. But Carlos Sainz actually peels into the pit lane, so some sort of front wing damage during that that kind of battle between me and him, I guess. And of course we got lapped, so only have to complete 31 laps across the line. P15, really not the best of races, so I guess it could have been even worse, could have not finished. So I guess we have some experience for season 3 on this track over here, and we do get driver of the day as well, so that's good as well.
Another race and another win for McLaren. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
So here we go, Daniel Ricciardo takes the win from Bottas, and Lando Norris finishes off the podium in P3. We finish down in P15 but do get driver of the day with our teammate Louis Derek finishing in P14. Driver standings, we actually move down to P18 as we had the worse race than in race 1, I guess. And then in the constructors, we actually fall back all the way to last place with 0 points. Like Williams, Haas and Alpha, but we just had the worst finishing position. But for now, that is good. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.